our favorite platform here. We doing our thing here. Trying to reach everybody as much as I can and as far as I can. So bear with me as I start something here. I'm going to turn on my video for Fireside so we can have the interaction with Fireside and its people. I love it, love it. WNB1 Radio, and I'm here until the 9 o'clock hour. All right, let's see here. Gonna mute my buddy over here, making a lot of noise. All right, here we go. So let's start fresh, You are listening to WNB1 Radio. I'm Charlie P. Here serving you R&B music on the rocks. Chilled music with a chilled host where you get to listen to the music you love the most. Like I said, we are on YouTube, we are on Fireside, and we are especially here on WNB1 Radio. Today, we're just going to do a little short podcast, and then I'll get into the music up until 9 o'clock. And it's been a great week for me. Week just started, but had a great weekend. Listened to some and watched some great basketball. Congratulations to LSU. Women and their championship, along with UConn Huskies, one of my favorite teams in college basketball. I am very, very happy that they made it and did a very good job in the tournament to make the New England States proud. What a great, great team! And Coach Hurley, always rooting for him since he was at Rhode Island, and just loving it, loving it, loving it. All right. So as you notice, I don't know if you can notice, well, you will notice on Restream and on Facebook, I have made a move, made a move that I thought I would never make whatsoever when it came to my beloved Red Sox. But I am now officially a Dodgers fan, LA Dodgers. I followed one of my favorites, latest, greatest favorites with Mookie Betts, and just wanted to follow a team that I can be proud of, and I'm just not feeling the Red Sox and their organization what they're doing to the team. They have more than enough money to keep their free agents from flying the coop. So, and plus the prices of tickets are going up every single year. So they're obviously making more money, and I thought it was just time for me to move on, and I have no problems with it at this time. I think I went through enough worrying about what roster they had on and if they were just going to go through the motions with the team, and I particularly didn't care for that. All right, so we are going to kind of let's talk about a few things here. I have a guest coming up next Tuesday. It's going to be Kate Failer, and she'll be on. She just well, she wrote a book, and we're going to talk about her book and what inspired her. That will be next week's podcast here on WNB1 Radio. So I can't wait. Kat, I know you're out there listening to us, and so next week it will be you and I here live listening to the podcast, getting some great information about you and what inspired you to write the book, the fabulous book that you have, and it's great, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait. One thing I like about you know, bringing authors, people that have taken their time and their energy to come on board and basically um, we're trying to give them their flowers. They writing a book isn't easy. It isn't easy at all. Sometimes I may throw that out that it's easy, easy to do, but it isn't. You have to put out a product out there that you're going to be proud of, that your family's going to be proud of, and So Kat is one of those authors that put something together, and she was going through the process, nice and steady, until she finally had that product out. And I believe it's published through Black Rose Publishing, and I can't wait, cannot wait to have her on the podcast. Hey, what's up, Tony? Tony's on Fireside with us. My man, my good friend, um, was on his show this past weekend, Poetic People Fighting Racism, and I enjoyed it. Anytime with my friend Tony is special to me, and we were on that show just reciting poetry, my poetry, his poetry, and things were great. Um, who knows? Maybe we can get him on the Really Charlie podcast again, and but we'll do it when he's going to be live on WNB1 Radio, and you can hear the voice, the man about love, that I admire, and he's doing great things. Him and his wife Jill on their podcast. I'm right. I'm right. Along with two other ones, Weigh In, and also, like I said, the Poetic People Fighting Racism. And he's got another show coming up, Soul Reader, that's on Tuesday, on Fireside. So I can't wait to check that out. And that's actually today. He starts today. So when I'm done with the radio station, I will definitely be on listening to Tony on my way home, and then get home and be able to interact with his new show. All right, let's see. Um, I got a nice compliment of music. I'm going to kind of focus. The theme will be Parliament and all their music, and along with George Clinton, Bootsy Collins, Funkadelic. I'm going to do a lot of that music today until 9 o'clock, and so feel free to chime in. If you want a certain song played, let me know, and I will definitely play it here on the Fireside and WNB1 Radio. The I want to go back to the basketball tournament. There was definitely a great game. Women's basketball was great. Nice competitive game. Things were looking good throughout the game. And at the tail end, things started. America started being America, and they started picking apart, one female to the other female, which happened to be, two different races. And then the controversy began, with the waving of the hand, and then waving of the hand again. And it came out to be double standards, I love both athletes. I think they're tremendous basketball players. And what they're forgetting is that they're going to both be pros. And initially, they probably won't be on the same team because of their high quality of talent, But chances are they may play on the same team. They may represent United States of America. So, I don't like this little controversy and feuding when it comes to them. I mean, if you want to debate it, go ahead and debate it, But I think that what we're failing to do is just let these girls be, let them be who they are, and I guarantee you that they will be representing the United States of America, on a women's team. So, eventually this thing is going to be hashed out, and hopefully there's no hard feelings between both of them, because I think they're going to represent women's basketball worldwide. And so we need to leave all this stuff alone, and let the media do what they do, and let other people on social media troll each, like they do. But bottom line is they're both living their lives, and it's basketball. And I put my money on it that they will be playing with each other eventually, and they're gonna see how beautiful both of them are as women, representing our WNBA eventually, and also our country. All right. So, if you're not familiar with Fireside, Fireside is a platform that I'm on, and I really, truly, truly like the site. It actually gives me a lot of support, through followers on Fireside, and they definitely, we all support each other and we share each other's shows over and over again. And just being on that platform, you will get over 10,000 shows, shares actually, and you're going to go all over the place, and you build up the relationships with people on Fireside, and and it becomes a great little circle that we have there. All right. Let's see. I want to share this podcast with the world as we do on Fireside. So I'm going to go, boom, and next. So I am so open with guests coming on here. So if you feel free that if you want to come on the podcast within the next few weeks, next month, let me know. We can kind of slide you in and get you on the show. Tuesday nights is my main night here, and but if I have to try to pick a different date, let me know, and we'll try to work it out between the schedule here at the station and also, excuse me, the schedule here at the station and also, your schedule. But Tuesday, 6:30. That's the show. That's the Really Charlie podcast, and so all right. Let's see. I don't see any comments on Fireside. I appreciate everyone listening. Um, there was Today was one of those days. I'm a substitute teacher now, so I get to hang out with the little people, the little students, children of the community, and I just wish that I could record them. They're amazing. They're funny. They tell you stories. They're asking many, many things. From "Could you tie my shoe, Mr. Perry?" to "Can I go to the bathroom? Can I have water?" Um, and they're very chatty. Talking all the time. You try to get them focused on work, schoolwork, and they're just easily distracted, whether it's a friend or something in the classroom. But I'm having a ball doing it. I really am. Who would think? Who would think that I would be in a classroom, and doing what I'm doing? But I love it. I love it. This is week 4 in school, doing my thing. In fact, I'm still a little hot and bothered. I'm going to show off my Dodger Blue. And I talked to Stephen Lopes, one of our hosts of Straight to the Point Sports, and we talked about it. We talked about the many things that can we change our teams? Can you change your sports team? Of course you can. I mean, it's just like anything else. You may have somebody, chit chatting, talking about you. Oh, yeah, jumping on a bandwagon, but I'm not. I'm actually not. The Dodgers haven't won, a World Series. I'm not jumping on the best team. Are they one of the best teams? Yes, they are. But I have ties to Los Angeles, California. I lived there 3 years, and I had no problem rooting for the Dodgers when they were there. When I was there, um, but they have a manager that I like, former Red Sox. Um, Couple of players that are former Red Sox, and Mookie Betts. I mean, why not? Why not? Why not root for a guy like that? That wanted to stay in Boston, but they just didn't want to pay him his money. and eventually they're going to have to pay somebody their money. You can't nickel and dime, and nickel and diamond is not going to get you to win a professional championship. So, all right. Let's see here. It is now 6:46. I'm going to continue with the podcast for a little bit. Let's see what's trending here, in the news. I talked to a few people, and they're trying to you know, get on the WMB1 radio station and do their things, podcasting, and but I'm not going to broadcast anything now. I just wanted to talk about the options that you have, coming here on the station. There's so many things available, that are going to come up, that where you could be part of this family, this great family, from the sports shows to the podcast. Um, my podcast, the music is 24/7, 7 days out of the week. So if you're looking for a new flavor, a new station to listen to some music, we are definitely here for you. All right, let's see. Trending news. Latest celebrity news. Let's check that out here. As we know that our former president Donald Trump was in court today, sat in court. The indictment process is starting, and he has to answer to 34 charges. So let's see how that goes. And everyone has a right to defend himself, and he's going to defend himself. Um, the state of New York came out, and I don't know if it was millions, but it was definitely probably a few thousand there in the area, meeting and greeting Marjorie Green and former President Trump. And there's a team of lawyers, so they were definitely out there. But I didn't listen to any news briefs because, like I said, I was working. But I did see some flashes over my cell phone, and it's coming. It's another case, um, criminal case, and he's going to get judged on it. Whether he becomes guilty or not guilty, they're going to go through the process, and his lawyers are going to try to eliminate a lot of things, even a motion to dismiss as soon as you know today. So they're going to be moving on some things, and but hey, sometimes this might be a many things. It is going to be many things that are going to happen with them. All right. So, hey, and how about this? I mean, today I noticed that my Patriots have been shopping around Mr. Mac Jones, which I kind of had a hunch that they would do that only because, Mac Jones had opened his mouth during last season and he was a little frustrated. And, I understand him being frustrated, but there's many, many people within the organization that he could have talked to, but he ended up going elsewhere and running his mouth about different things, good, bad, and ugly. And Belichick he remembers that stuff. And here it goes is a perfect reason um, why you just don't mess with the coach, because he's going to get his way. He's definitely going to get his way. He's in charge. And Mac Jones may be going elsewhere. There's different talks with definitely. I mean, they say the Raiders, but why would the Raiders want Mac Jones? Um, they already have a quarterback, and so they mentioned about Houston Texans. That's a high possibility. I think that can happen, where they can build around him, and give New England probably a possible draft pick or two. He's only to me he's only worth a draft pick in his contract. Let that go, and we'll go from there. I definitely want to move on from him because you can't have one or the other. And I definitely want the coach on board. I want Belichick around um, because I think he should be here. Let's see. Alex Ferdugo has the power to brighten up the Red Sox outlook considerably. And this year, Alex finally puts it all together, and Verdugo had a strong opening weekend, encouraging with an encouraging sign for the Red Sox lineup, and that could be dangerous. Let's see what he did. Let's see what this man did. Um, but I don't think it says this Red Sox should they offer Otani a $6 million contract, $600 million contract for next season. Um, but that's what I just talked about. I just talked about how they're gonna have to spend money. So Mookie Betts wasn't asking for that money, but here it is. Now they're looking for other people, and they're gonna offer them different contracts, much more expensive. So we could add Mookie here, Bogarts. We could add them all here. Devers. They could have been in the lineup 1 through 9 doing their thing. Um, you know, with almost every third batter would possibly be an all star. All right. Let's see. All right. Let me see here. I'm gonna play a quick commercial for us and go from there. Let's see. Is your house in need of a good paint job?
We have the perfect solution for you. Yes, we can house paint. Yes, we can painting. Paints everything from interior to exterior projects.
From dining room, living room, pantries to cellars, or if you're in need of a total makeover where the outside of your home needs a new paint job, then Yes We Can House Painting is the perfect painting service for you. With 15 years of experience, Yes We Can House Painting will give you a professional makeover that will have your neighbors glowing with envy.
Call Yes We Can at 774-510-4840 or email them
Home
at
internet shouldn't be a luxury.
yeswecan@gmail.com.
Everyone should
And
have
also tell them that your friends here at
And now, more people can.
Is your house in need of a good paint job?
we have the perfect solution for you. Yes, we can house paint.
Is your house in need of a good paint job?
We have the perfect solution for you. Yes, we can house paint. Yes, we can painting. Paints everything from interior to exterior projects.
From dining room, living room, pantries to cellars, or if you're in need of a total makeover where the outside of your home needs a new paint job, then Yes We Can House Painting is the perfect painting service for you. With 15 years of experience, Yes We Can House Painting will give you a professional makeover that will have your neighbors glowing with envy.
Call Yes We Can at 774-510-4840 or email them at yeswecanpainting@gmail.com. And also tell them that your friends here at WMB1 Radio sent you.
All right, everyone. We are here at WMB1 Radio, serving you R&B music on the rocks. This is the Really Charlie podcast segment, and we are actually into this. Let's see, we got 6:55, so we've been on about 30 minutes, and I'll be wrapping up the podcast very quickly, um, and just wanted to go on and introduce myself to WMB1 Radio. along with Fireside, which I've been a resident of Fireside for quite a few months now, and I'm loving it. And I'm going to bring all my guests to WMB1 Radio, and we also going to stream through Fireside also, so we can have our comments going from both areas. Whether it's a radio station or Fireside. I see Damian Santos commenting. What's up, man? Nice seeing you. Nice hearing from you. Glad everything's all well. And my sympathies to your aunt that just passed away about a month ago, and I feel bad for the family. She was a great woman, and you guys stay strong and God bless. All right, let's see. All right, it's the my Celtics are going to be playing tonight against the Philadelphia 76ers. Um, Great game coming up. The Celtics are have been beating the Sixers of for a while now, and I don't see a problem with them winning this game. They have um, they have a good chance to or a good opportunity to win this game and try to still push for number one. Anything can happen in a baseball basketball game. It was proven in the March Madness in that tournament, and it's also been proven in the NBA. I mean, just a couple of weeks, if you were betting on the Boston Celtics beating Washington, um, chances are that was good money, but it wasn't. They lost. So any given day, a good team can come out, regardless of who the players are. They are all professional basketball players. So you know, any given day they can get hot. They can get on a streak and end up, winning the game by a huge margin. Did I ever think that the Celtics would beat the Bucks? Like they beat them the other night? No, but like if you don't come ready and you're not ready to play basketball, anything can happen. So I would like to see the Celtics, win this game tonight and just get ready for the playoffs. They're definitely probably going to meet again, um, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So go Celtics. Let's see. Hey, and what about I just listened to that Chris Tucker, not Chris Tucker, Chris Rock, his little skit on Netflix, and it was all right. It was average, above average, a little bit. I think he had to say what he had to say and get it off his chest. Um, but I think some of the other old Chris Rock comedies or skits were much much better than this latest one. But I think think this latest one was just for him to get blow off some steams, and Netflix just seen it and say, hey, let's make a few million, and let Chris kind of vent and make us laugh, and let him talk about his incident that happened with Will Smith. But I liked it, um, but I wouldn't give it a 5 stars. I kind of give it a 3.5 to 4 maybe, and that was about it. And let's see. Browns wide receiver Woods ruptures his Achilles tendon during a workout with his quarterback, Sean Watson. They were expecting some good things, and so it looks like they'll be getting another wide receiver. And the off season's so tough. You're trying to stay strong. You're trying to stay ahead of the game. Everybody wants a bag of money, so they're going to work hard so they do get that money. It sucks that he's hurt and probably was going to be a key part of the offense, I believe. So it's too bad, and speedy recovery. All right, everyone. I'm going to wrap up this podcast and get into the music and play the music here on WNB1 Radio. Um, to everyone that's on Fireside, thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing the podcast on Fireside. I really appreciate it. And you can find me on YouTube also, the Really Charlie podcast. But right now, we are going to end the show on Fireside. Thank you, Tony, for joining me, and everybody that's going to be listening to me on the replay. Feel free to get in touch with me and contact me if you want to come on the Really Charlie podcast at reallycharliepodcast at gmail.com. All right, everyone on Fireside, I'll see you later, and we'll be talking next week. Tony, I will see you at 9 o'clock. Have a great show, my man.